signori, il secondo atto avrà inizio tra 5 minuti circa.
Per favore, accomodarsi in sala. Per favore, signori, accomodarsi in sala.
Simple. Lynch. It's September 20th, 2024, huh?
Totally clear. And if answer totally clear, but in the this moment, not little some clouds, but mostly clear. Scan the atmosphere in general, and tutto simile. Now it's late morning, practically 11:30. 75 and 2 Fahrenheit, 74 Celsius, and this means it is really hot, like this is even if I say this adjective. this expression, it's a sentence. For other practical, today is, because today is without una scelta di aggettivi. Infatti, for una, two seasons simili aggettivi, infatti, gli aggettivi portano le classiche aggettivi, di usuale si fanno sapere, it's the story of person, or diverse cose, perhaps, with these, as perhaps, someone, I mean, in fact, this effect of the adjective. Perhaps someone, a figure of origin, I suppose, that I'm sure. I suppose that I'm sure. So I see things for the sea, and I didn't know this was a revelation. In fact, also for the winter, speaking nude for the winter, I was always the adjective cold, now I don't know speaking nude, says it just for a double adjective, così l'adjective soffre. In su qualsiasi carta di rivista, la trasferì con le significazioni significative, assoluti che Goblin, rendi situazioni che sai, see a sentence, that I see, repeating for all this sum. In pratica, these sense of these things that the fact that being a sum, it's from one day to should complain because in fact it's not it's a sum, but at the same time, really for the fact it's a sum, we should all accept that these are the degrees temporal of this period, so it's necessary to vediamo so questa later we can complain, this is the explanation. Instead of the matter that was here today, I think I can say, at the moment I think I can say something that is just it seems it's really beautiful, what it seems. In fact, not beautiful, as a matter of fact. It's a Friday once again, and as you know, based on full, as every Friday, I should have done this. First today's are fantastic electric blue and white razor. The fourth razor, non lo so, mi the fourth. I don't know if you follow me until the weather of 2 weeks ago, but 3 weeks ago, but the previous razor, the red and white question, after I think more than 1 year of its use, and so now there is this, but practically it's the same, only the color, the center, as you notice, is a blue. Vabbè, è servita for razor, non so, le porte in generale, di settima porzione, di questa non che sono delle porte di Lynch, so si è accanto a Bridge, e ti fa vedere le chance, insomma, cosa si lui c'è chissà, il nostro essere presente, so, orso dice, eri chip, eri creat. Questo è lui, pratica. Venova, la figlia da qua. Quindi non so different from this. Mentre sono dice che se sia today the team repeating for the summer, it's more possible, the thing is in this case that it's more possible that if we could do this more repeat at the moment 75 and 24 Jesus. Really part di questa atmosfera, ti ci vedi? Today, yeah. Oh. Beautiful.
Scusa, secondo me c'è sognare mai di venire we think for effect the virtue of the hour, the hours and the hour and the fact that the sun is behind the palaces is not visible in this moment where as you don't know considering the period consequently we are going to noon from further 7 hours and the alpha yes in comparison poi la minore fase è completely different cellula quella su sinistra di ruina di quello senza avanzo tu pratica senza 1 year and more 10 months and also this period 20 minutes as you know, this summer period, when if it's the summer finish, for the Saturday, this summer, visible, as you know, most of the summer, alternative day, in fact, most of it visible, shoot sul Saturday, in fact, it's not visible, but for me, it's better visible, it's not easy. I need to shut, but it's going to the meeting again, shut. La sera di in fact, se just seen as most of us some Arabian, but also need to get me, but the visible instant in the shut. Also need to get at this point as meeting again, shut. And finally, from my medieval keyboard, my GX 640 EPG, EPG 635. C'è di che se mi devo già ne sciotto. Che tema da pipa, fallo facendo per sé, e se ne che ora. Sono bravo mi esiste, sono mi telefono, tu nonassa su schies, and finally I open you at the breakfast. It's merely adesso per te important we are still far away from the record that actually lost in 1963 but it was a sudden in fact I made the breakfast at Fintan is filmed I started with it at Fintan today far away repeated just only 11:30 I think that the record mi sembra non so sarà ciò but really important thing to show us remember is that in some way also today fortunately to the sun I'm really lovely and that's all we always to say breakfast is always someone else everything is left in the world I'm so lonely. That's tomorrow.
È arrivata mezzanotte, con il letto faccio a botte. Ora inizia la mia guerra con le bestie della terra.
1 del mattino. Il fattore è felice come un bambino. Sgozza il maiale più bello e si libera del primo fardello.
2 del mattino. Ora tocca al gallo. Usa bene il suo strumento. Per la morte è un godimento.
3 del mattino. Il fattore strangola il pulcino.